Michael.
Mo, Thomas, good to see you both. Thomas, firstly, can I just get a team news update? No Destiny out there or Brennan. Are they out of tomorrow's game? And after that great performance Saturday, are you tempted to stick to pretty much a winning side?
So was that your two questions? Those two questions.
He's done.
Okay, but okay, fair enough. I'll help you on this one.
Sorry.
Destiny, I said that after the game, unfortunately picked up a hamstring injury in the end of the Newcastle game, so he's out until January, unfortunately. Bren is touch and go, so yeah, nothing to do with that. I like the performance, as I said, after the game a lot, but we're also playing a lot of games, so there will be a bit of rotation. I think that's the right thing to do to make sure everyone is coming full of energy and freshness, but also keeping a core.
Just one more from me, obviously. One player we know won't feature is Yves Bissouma. Can I confirm there's a disciplinary process underway, and if you've spoken to him?
It's an internal matter that we are dealing with at the moment, and when we have dealt with that, then I will have a comment on it.
Ali.
Thomas, one for both of you, if that's all right. And it's a Dejan Kulusevski question. Don't worry, I'm not asking when he's back or anything like that. It's more, I noticed on his social media, he seems to be somewhere else in a snowy place in a lake in the middle of the night. I just wondered, is he at a stage in his kind of rehabilitation where he can go off to a different environment and kind of help his recovery?
Yeah. You know, as I said, I will confirm when he's available for the squad. But it's part of the recovery. Everything there's a plan for everything. Yeah.
And Mo, just one for you. Obviously, you had a great game at the weekend, but there was one moment where I think you kind of flicked the ball when it went out of play, and Romero and Van der Ven gave you a little bit of stick for it and kind of let you know they weren't happy with it. I mean, can you just tell us kind of about that moment and maybe how you're comfortable enough as a squad to be able to tell each other when things are right and wrong and keep certain standards, I guess?
Yeah, I think it's very important to be honest with each other and demand a lot from each other. So I think it was a moment in the game, you know, there's emotions everywhere, and definitely they demand a lot from not just me, but the whole team. So it's just part of the game, you know. I just kept on with it and then kept playing. So, yeah.
Hello, Thomas. Hi. We saw James Maddison out there today. Can you he's on the telly later, so I'm sure he'll be talking about it. Can you tell us where he's at with his...
We'll definitely be talking, huh?
I'll expect him to for his money.
Yeah, that's fair. So the question was what, sorry?
The question was, can you update us on where he is, what's he doing, when...
Yeah, it's very early stages. It's still a long-term injury. So it's good to see him out there, but very early stages. There's no specific time frame. That'll be a long time, unfortunately, before he's available.
Mohammed, can I ask you a question, please? When you scored on Saturday, the goal that was ruled out, you ran off with the stool. Have you got the stool from West Ham at Tottenham? The wooden one with the elephants?
It was just one time that I used that, you know. Most times I use the one from the steward, so that's what I mostly use. The stool from the West Ham game was just a one-time thing. I just used it for once, and that was it.
Oh, there was a story when Spurs played at West Ham that they'd given it back to you. Is this not true?
I think it should be on the bus, but it's not with me personally. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Tom Barkley, please.
Hi, Mo. Ghana obviously got drawn with England in the World Cup draw the other day. We look at Ghana as England fans and we see the likes of yourself, Antoine Semenyo, some fantastic players, and yet you're not at AFCON. What kind of team will England face next summer? And the fact that you're not at AFCON, do you think England might even underestimate the quality of Ghana to a certain extent?
Well, their approach is they are part of the game, but I think to qualify for the World Cup alone is a big statement from us and shows what we can do, you know. So there's still a bit of time till that, so just focus here for now, and then definitely we'll prepare towards that as well. But it's good to have England in the group.
Just what are your thoughts on facing face England next summer. I know we're talking about the Champions League today, but it's obviously a big draw for and a lot of interest over in England. What do you make of coming up against Thomas Tuchel's side?
Interesting. I'm looking forward to it. Playing against most of the players in the country here, so and some of the other guys that play here as well. So we are pretty much aware of the side we are facing and the quality they have, but we will definitely be up for it and be ready.
Thank you.
Tom, please.
Hi, Thomas. Obviously, a really good win at the weekend and a really good performance as well. How important is it the team now kind of build on that, continue the momentum in this game?
Yeah, definitely. It's always good to, if you can build on and get the momentum and get more consistent, good performances. That's a big part of getting into that. So we really try to build on that tomorrow night. We have a good opportunity against a good Slavia Prague team that study a lot, and they make it difficult. They play a very direct, physical style. They have more or less man all over the pitch, so that just make it different. So you can't relax at one state of the game. And when you're a little bit further up the pitch, you also have man all over the pitch. So you're not as used to that bit. So that can definitely potentially make it difficult for us. So a game where we respect the opponent a lot, but it's about us. It's about us make sure we perform well and continue with the, I would say, forwardness and directness we had in the offensive play.
Are you still aiming for the top 8? And then do you have sort of how many points you need from the last games to get there?
I am more, for me, this is the next game in ahead of us. We played so many games. This is the next in the Champions League. It's a very important one, playing at home. So far, we have a perfect record. Can we continue that? 3 points tomorrow will be a massive step in the first bit. That is to qualify for the playoff rounds. And then if and when, hopefully, we qualify for that, then we can look further ahead after that.
I just have one to Mo. You grew up in Nîmes, is that right? Can you just talk a little bit about, I've read that you sort of talked about how you started playing out on quite sort of bumpy, dusty pitches. I just wonder how that kind of helped your ability to dribble, what that kind of taught you when you were growing up.
I think in circumstances like that, obviously, in the sun, you don't really know and expect how the ball is supposed to move or bounce, so you have to react towards it quickly, So that was the situation back then, It's something definitely we want to change now, because I think playing on good pitches here help a lot, But looking at it in a positive point of view, I think, it helps your technique in a way, because if you can play in the sun with where you don't know where the ball is supposed to move and changes every quickly, and then you have to react to it, then when you have a better pitch, then definitely it's going to help. So it's something definitely we all playing a part to change, to improve back home, to get children growing up just like I was, to get better pitches, which helps their development when they come to Europe and stuff like that. But looking at it on a positive point of view, it helps in a way, I think.
It's the close control, or it's the body movement that it helps?
I think close control, because you obviously in the sun, you don't know the direction where the ball is going, so you need to react quickly to that. So I think, it's the close control.
Yeah, hello everyone. Jan Daněk from Czech Media. I will ask you, Thomas Frank, about Antonín Kinsky, who came last winter from Slavia. So how difficult is for a young goalkeeper when he's not playing, and is he being considered as a potential number 1 for Tottenham in future? Thank you.
To be fair, first of all, foremost, I think Tony is a very good goalkeeper. I'm very happy with him here at Tottenham, and I think he had a great future ahead of him in many ways. And I think it's difficult for any player, no matter if you're young or you're old, you're a goalkeeper, you're an outfield player. If you're not playing, you're not 100% happy. That's unfortunately part of the game. But when it's like that, just keep training well, head down, do everything you can to improve on the training pitch every day. That's the most important thing.
George.
Hi, Thomas. I asked you last week about Matty Tell, and you said how difficult a decision it was to leave him out of the Champions League squad. Have you ever sort of debated putting him in during this kind of period where Dom's out? Because he was named in the squad, Dom Solanke, and Matty's there ready to go, but obviously can't play.
Of course, if I knew back then what I know now, is maybe would have changed the decision. No doubt about that. Of course, it's something we can have into consideration if you can change one player. When is the timing? When can the other player being back and all that? And there was also a decision in terms of some of the other, I could say, long-term injuries. When can they be back? And you also need players that are fit and available. So we have enough players to shoot with from the bench.
Would you kind of consider putting him in? I think this is the last match round. You can make a change for an injury. Would you consider putting him in even for these next 3 games if Dom isn't going to be available until past January?
I think there's definitely some consideration we have with the players we have available to make sure we have most possible how can we say weapons to fire with.
Elias, please.
Hi Mo. I don't think we've had the opportunity to kind of speak with the media, I suppose, more broadly. It's been a few months now here at Spurs. I suppose kind of a mixed few months for the club, but scored a couple of goals, scored one on the weekend. What have you made of your start individually?
I think I'm still getting used to everything, even though the demands are high and obviously there's no time. You got to perform immediately you join a club because, that's what the league is about. But with the help of the staff, the coach and the teammates, I think I've been settling smoothly so far, but there's still a lot more to do and to show as a team individually as well. So we just keep taking it game by game and then keep focusing on what's ahead. But I believe we have a lot to offer as a team and individually as well.
Yeah, and obviously last season probably a little slower, but season before at West Ham was probably your best since coming to the UK. What do you think now that you need to do to kind of get to that next level and be a star that you have shown yourself to be in the Premier League more consistently?
Win the trophy with the club.
Matt, please.
Hi, Thomas. Like you said, the home form in the Champions League has actually been very good this season. We've seen Villarreal in Spain, for example, doing really well. What do you sort of put that difference down to, maybe, in the team looking a lot more comfortable at home in the Champions League compared to the Premier League, maybe?
A bit of coincidence sometimes. Whatever, there could be various reasons. I think for me, Champions League, Premier League, Carabao Cup, for me, we play home, no matter the competition. So that's why it's never as good or as bad as we always think and talk about. It's not been perfect and not as the level we want, but I think it was a very good step going forward Saturday, and I really expect and hope and have a good feeling about tomorrow night. We know it can be very awkward and difficult against Slavia, but I have a good belief that we can come out and perform well again.
And one for Mo. How much was the pressure of sort of that long wait for a home win in the Premier League playing on the players, and how much has that been sort of lifted a bit after Saturday?
I think home or away, there's pressure to win every game, especially playing for a big club like Tottenham. So the pressure has always been there, but definitely we want to do our best more to win more games, whether home or away, but more importantly, especially in front of our home fans. But definitely this Saturday was a good boost, and thanks to the fans for the support, because we are all in this together, so we just need to build on that and then kill it tomorrow as well.
Hello, Thomas. My name is Yuri Čák. I'm from the Czech media. I wanted to ask you about one of your former coaching colleague, Lars, and friend, who was working in Czech League in Sparta Prague, as Sparta Prague manager. So did you maybe try to contact him to get some information about Slavia, or are you in touch, or how is it? Thank you.
Yeah, Lars is a good friend of mine. We also worked together in the past. Of course, it's confidential what I've spoken to Lars about before the game, but we keep in contact. This is a very important game for us against Slavia, so we are of course very well prepared with our own analysis, but also with every every help we can get from good contacts or friends in the game. So yeah.